through canyon scars, past the ghost town where dreamers died beneath the stars. My boots kick up the tales of men whose luck ran dry. Lost souls echo round the gallows, they ain't yet learned to die. A dusty bottle whispers lies from the edge of a worn saloon. I pour the whiskey, feel the past under a blood-red moon. These boots have walked through forsaken lands, crossed the lines where the curses sands, whisper secrets in the devil's ear, every step, every mile driven by fear. Under the sky so vast, so grand, I roam a shadow in no man's land. I heard the whistle of a train like a ghost lonesome cry through the valley where my love's old promise lie. She was pure like dawn, her betrayal left me scorched earth. Found her whispers in a storm where our love had no worth. Her locket in my pocket, heart's picture torn and curled. In this silent desert I wander a forgotten world. These boots have tread on broken dreams, through burning churches and silent screams, echoes of gunfire, a faded cheer, each ghostly bullet I shed no tear. Neath the heavens so stark, so bland, I walk alone, a cursed man. At the edge of an old forgotten grave, I meet my foe, bold and brave. Steel glints cold under the eye of the setting sun. 2 bullets loaded, but room for only one. The dust settles on the choices we make. Revenge or redemption, what path to take? Now these boots stop at the crossroad stones, where the wind through the mesquite moans. I've chosen the trail where the wild spirits dance. In the dust of the desert I found my chance. Under the stars so silent, so grand, I lay my burdens in the cursed sand. A ballad for the souls who roam in dusty boots far from home. Out in the valley where the dead trees stand, the sand whispers secrets of a cursed land. Moonlight dances on a lone gravestone, a ghost town echoes with a sorrowful moan. A bottle of whiskey lies in the dust, forgotten like the dreams we left to rust. Train whistle moaning in the midnight hour, desert wind's waltz holds a haunting power. Oh, dance with the shadows that the moonlight paints, twirl with the spirits and the heartbreak saints. Each step a story of love's decay. The desert wind waltz sweeps us away. She was a beauty with a wildfire eyes, promised forever under starlit skies. A betrayal's blade was a silent vow, left nothing but a burning church to show how. Dust storms rage like the anger I've nursed, her memory a blessing and a heart-wrenching curse. Every whisper in the wind, her voice seems near. In the eye of the storm disappears my fear. Oh, dance with the shadows that the moonlight paints, twirl with the spirits and the heartbreak saints. Each step a story of love's decay. The desert wind waltz sweeps us away. that the night unveils. Step through the silence where the justice fails. Revenge or mercy, the line wears thin. The desert wind waltz calls me again. Oh, dance with the shadows that the moonlight paints. Twirl with the spirits and the heartbreak saints. Each step a story in dust inscribed. The desert wind waltz, where my old self died. Out where the dust clouds hug the sun-fried streets, Old Sal's bar stands rust on its neon heartbeat. Whiskey bottles line the walls like silent sentries. Echoes of train whistle, ghosts in the prairies. A stranger walks, shadows cling like old debts. In the town that mercy and God seem to forget. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through, fueling the fires of a heart black and blue. Down in the valley where the cursed lands lie, you can scream at the desert but it won't reply. No mercy in the whiskey, no tears left to cry, under the watch of a vulture circling sky. Saw her reflection in a bottle, her smile a fading light. Haunted the bar stool since she vanished in the night. The preacher spoke of redemption, his church lost to the flames. Only the whiskey remembers, whispers her name. Betrayal's a serpent slips silent through the sands. Her love a mirage just slipped right through my hands. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through. No outlaw's tale of a love untrue. Down by the rail tracks where the night trains, where the wind carries stories of a love gone stale. No mercy in the whiskey, no wrongs to right, just the echo of heartbreak in the cold moonlight. In the mirror behind the bar, a face worn and weary, an outlaw's eyes stark, haunted, teary, confronted by the man I've come to be, haunting this ghost town, this cursed country. But the bottle's my trial and the bar's my jury. Whiskey's the judge that passes no mercy. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through. The story of the fallen as old as it's true. In the dust of the desert where sins lay bare, the whiskey's my refuge, my cross to bear. No mercy in the whiskey, just a soul laid bare. A heart once hopeful, now lost in despair. In the shadow of a ghost town, silent breath, where the wind whispers tales of life and death. A lone church bell tolls for souls unseen. In the dusk, a figure on the scene. Whiskey bottle clutched in a trembling hand, crossing cursed lands where no trees stand. Dust devils dance where the church once burned. A lesson lived but never learned. Gone with the devil's deal, he rides beneath the moon's cold watchful eyes. Lost love's heart and a cold gun's feel, riding out on the devil's wheel. Years back when the sky seemed brighter here, laughed with her under stars without fear. A stranger's promise, silver-tongued and sleek, led me down this path so dark and bleak. Forgotten graves mark my sordid trail, each a story, each a tragic fail. The echo of the train's last lonesome wail haunts my dreams through hill and dale. Gone with the devil's deal, he rides past hopes like tumbleweeds aside. Lost love's heart and a cold gun's feel, this cursed journey on the devil's wheel. In the mirror of the night, I face my foe, the devil in me I've come to know. Whispered deals in the dark have their price, paid in full by dawn's early light. Gone with the devil's deal, I roam burning bridges to what I once called home, with revenge's bitter seed to sow. Gone with the devil and the winds that blow. Each chord, each line a haunted note, strung on this lonesome road, forever young. Underneath that old ghost moon, shadows stretch from the black saloon. Dusty boots by the door, echoes from a deadly tune. Whiskey burns through forgotten fears, in the silence between your sins and tears. Wind whispers tales of a cursed man's fate, lost loves and lies and the wrath they create. Midnight in the dusty boots where the desert holds its breath. Every step is a heavy truth in the dance of life and death. Gunslingers and the outlaws ride beneath the stars they roam, cursed to haunt these silent plains forever, far from home. There's a tale they tell of a burning church where a bride never left her perch. Veil like smoke in the dust storm swirl, vengeance the heart's eternal world. A train whistle moans a lonesome cry, past the graves no one dares to spy. Ghost of a man with nothing to lose, paid his debts in blood and bruise. Midnight in the dusty boots under skies that bleed and weep. Echoes of the gunshots ring where the scorched earth holds its key. From the shadows of the gallows high to the edges of the town, a lone figure walks the night with a hat brimmed down. In the silence, faced the mirror's crack, saw the darkness staring back. End of his wandering, end of the chase, a bullet's goodbye, the past to erase. Midnight in the dusty boots, redemption's bitter taste, haunted by the roads he rode and the life that he laid waste. Now he sleeps beneath the stars that watch without a sound. Peace in the cursed lands, in the ground he finally found. Every chord strum tells the tale in the land where lost souls wail. Midnight in the dusty boots, an outlaw's final fateful trail. Underneath the devil's black sun in a ghost town's embrace, whiskey bottles lay shattered, echoes of a fall from grace. Dust devils dance on barren lands where hope dare not tread. Train whistles moan through silent deserts, singing songs of the dead. Right through the shadows, under the devil's black sun, where hearts turn to stone and the rivers run dry. Lost love's a memory, fading at the end of my gun, in the land of the forsaken, under the ink black sky. Once loved a girl with fire in her soul, in a town too cursed to thrive. Her kiss was sweeter than redemption, the only truth in my life. But betrayal came on a burning church breeze, with smoke that choked my faith. Now her ghost in forgotten graves whispers a lover's wraith. Right through vengeance, under the devil's black sun, where promises break and the shadows betray. Her love's a ghost now, shot down by my own gun, in the land where even brave men kneel and pray. Stood face to face with the man I'd become, at the crossroads of sin and salvation. A showdown with my demons, under the eyes of a forsaken nation. The truth hit hard like the desert scorching sand. All I loved was lost to the devil's own hand. I'll ride alone under the devil's black sun, through cursed lands where redemption is won with a gun. No turning back, the past is a shadow I shun, in the land of the lost until my days are done. In the shadow of the hollowed out church bells, where the wind whispers secrets in cursed wells, a ghost town sleeps under a blood-red moon, cradling stories buried deep where dark flowers bloom. Dance gently, my love, on the silent gray's crust, where the earth holds the echoes of the betrayed and the just. Waltz with the phantoms under starless skies, in the dust of the dam where redemption lies. Rode a man with a heart full of firestone, chasing whispers of a lover through the desert alone. Found her veiled by the burned out saloon's embrace, next to whiskey bottles and another man's face. Danced dear outlaw on the silent graves, just where the earth tells of heartache that won't let you rest. Turn with the ghosts where the cold winds blow, with each step uncover the truth buried below. On that night, the cold iron sung its song. Two lovers lost in the right and the wrong, by the light of a lantern in the silver dust storm. He vowed to the heavens her memory to mourn. So he dances alone with his regrets and his rifle in the silent grave. Waltz his lament, his survival, till he lays down his burden by the churchyard sigh, where the whispers grow quiet and even outlaws die. In the town where silence rules the streets so dire, I rode past shadows under a blood-red moon's fire. The old church bell told its chime a twisted choir, as flames danced like devils on sacred spires higher. Riding through the church fire, the past screams louder, echoes of the love lost beneath the charred timber. Ghost town whispers stir the dust the night devours on this cursed ride. These haunted dreams I remember. The whiskey bottle empty, thrown beside the grave of the lover who betrayed. Two gone to say. Whisper like a serpent, lured into the cave in the heart of the desert. I was but a slave. Riding through the church fire, revenge burns with desire. The wind carries my fury across a wire. Ghost town's clock stopped ticking beneath the empire of stars, witnessing my soul caught in the mire. Her silhouette appears, flickering between the pews, feeding off my fears.
but the flames reveal the truth, drying all my tears. She was just a ghost now, after all these years. Riding from the church fire into the cold dawn's ire, leaving behind the ruins where old love retired. This outlaw's heart finds peace as the flames expire. The silence of the desert, I forge my new empire.
In the shadow of the steeple, neath the moon's pale watchful eyes, the preacher dances slowly where the ghost town secret lies. Whiskey on his breath and a revolver in his hand, he waltzes through the ruins of this cursed and barren land. Oh, the preacher's secret waltz spins a tale of darkened hearts. Through dust storms and forgotten graves, his haunted past imparts. He dances with his demons beneath the old gallows tree. A waltz of sweet vengeance in the silence of the breeze. Once loved a maiden fair, with eyes like stormy skies, but betrayal's bitter wind left nothing but her cries. In the chapel of the forsaken, where their vows were meant to bind, she vanished into night, leaving whispered ghost notes behind. The preacher's secret waltz, a melody of despair. With each step he's reminded of a love that's no longer there. Round he goes by the burning church, where their dreams turned into ash. His heart beats like a train whistle, quick and brash. Underneath the starlit void, he faces what he's wrought. The gun still warm, the whiskey gone, entangled in his thoughts. A specter in the moonlight, her voice a soft reproach, reveals the bloodstained truth beneath his tarnished brooch. So the preacher's secret waltz is a dance of grim resolve. Around the graves of yesteryears, his fading hopes dissolve. He lays down his burdens by the cold and lonesome creek, forgiveness in his eyes as he turns the other cheek. In the silence of the desert, where the old secrets dwell, the preacher finds his peace at last, a quiet farewell. In the shadow of dusk, neath a blood-red sky, I rode past the chapel where the crows do cry. Ghost town whispers through streets of despair, empty bottles and dreams scattered everywhere. I'm riding through the devil's deal, haunted by the wheels, every turn and squeal. Packed with shadows in the silent sand, I ride alone, a cursed, forsaken man. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes, beneath these cursed stars dust of dust she left without a trace. Only the echo of her steps, a vanishing embrace. I'm riding through the devil's deal. Every mile a reminder of the heart she'd steal. Whiskey numbs the soul but not the pain. In every shadow her memory remains. Crossroads, the wind speaks her name. A spectral vision in a flickering flame. Gunpowder and guilt, my constant friends. Tonight this endless road might finally end. Still riding through the devil's cruel jest. Each star above a witness to my quest. In the heart of the desert I make my stand. To break this curse or die by my own hand. To break this curse or die by my own hand. It keeps. The sun bleeds red over cracked earth deep. Ghost towns whisper with the voices of the scorn. In the shadow of a church where vows were torn. Echoes from the lonely road, calling me to bear my load. Whiskey numbs the heart so cold. On this cursed path I stroll, where the night hides the sins I sold. Echoes from the lonely road. Found an old wood bottle, label worn and frayed. Like the love we made, it just faded away. Train whistle moans through the silent night. A reminder of the flight in the fading light. Echoes from the lonely road, haunting every tale I've told. The wind whispers of bold deeds old, beneath the stars so cruel and bold. In the dust where my dreams are rolled, echoes from the lonely road. That burning church, the flames lick sky high, reflecting the fire that still burns in my eye. Confronting the ghost in this deserted hell. My heart's revenge, only time will tell. Echoes from the lonely road. Revenge is a debt I owe across truth bestowed. In the heart of a dust-torn ghost town, silence deep and wide, the moon hung low like a gallows, lighting the devil's last ride. Whiskey bottles lay shattered, testament to the night before. Footsteps echoed on wooden planks from a long-forgotten store. Ride into the storm, no angel left to mourn. Hell's the reins in his hands over cursed and barren land. Echoes of a train whistle fading just like his pride. This is the tale, oh, the tale of the devil's last ride. Once loved a maiden fair as dawn, with a heart so wild and free, betrayed by a kiss under the old church's shadow, where no one could see. A pact made with darkness, for vengeance was his bride. Left nothing but burning churches and those forgotten graves to confide. With sin stacked upon his back, beneath a cruel and mocking sky, where even stars dare not lie. The sound of a train whistle, a ghostly haunting guide. This is the tale, oh, the tale of the devil's last ride. At the crossroads he stood, eyes fiery and cold, confronted by the love he traded for the power he now holds. Whispering winds told stories of a love so bold. In the silence of the desert, his heart finally told. Ride, ride no more, his heart torn and sore. The devil lays down his ghost in the land he wronged the most. The cry of a lone whistle across the plains it slides. Here ends the tale, oh, the tale of the devil's last ride. Under the scornful sky of a dying town, where the whiskey drowned secrets that never calm down, the train whistle howls like a lonely ghost winds through streets where the prayers are as thin as the sins. Here's to the last ride down the old faded tracks, where lies bind the soul like the dust on our backs. With a heart full of bullets and eyes like cold graves, this last ride's the ballad of the damned and the brave. Once knew love like a church burning bright in the night, but vengeance came whispered in the cold morning light. She left with a shadow, left me with my sin, in a town too cursed, where hope's as dry as gin. Here's to the last ride, past the forgotten stones, where dreams die as silent as old buried bones. With a heart that's still bleeding under this scorched sky, this last ride's my penance, not my final goodbye. In the mirror of the night, I face my weathered soul, found her locket buried deep in a dark, dusty hole. The reflection of a man who's lost everything dear, riding forth to the horizon where fear blends with fear. So here's to the last ride, where the past meets the end, under twilight's last gleaming, where we break, never bend. With a heart torn asunder on this cursed land I roam, this last ride's my story in this ghost town, my home. Out where the whistle cuts the silence like a knife, dust devils dance with the ghost of a forgotten life. Underneath the crescent moon's mournful glow lies a tale of a man buried by the lonely road. Beneath the stones where the wild winds are roam lies a heart turned cold, a soul never atoned. Whiskey whispers in bottles never sold, his secrets buried deep in the lonely. Church, where once the faithful prayed, he lost his love to another's wicked, wayward ways. With vengeance festering in a heart that overflowed, he rode through silent deserts to the cursed abode. Beneath the stones where the wild winds are roamed lies a heart turned cold, a soul never atoned. Echoes of gunfire and life deposed, fate sealed and buried in the lonely road. Stories are stowed, rests a gunslinger's pride in the ground erode. Just a nameless stone where the cold winds blowed, another soul buried deep in the lonely road. in a ghost town where the dust storm weaves. Under moonlight, whiskey whispers beg you to grieve. Cracked leather boots stepping over cracked clay, streets that echo tales of the runaway. Bottles clank like the chime of a haunted bell, spinning stories in this forsaken, lonesome hell. Dancing with whiskey under curved starlight, feeling every demon that haunts the night. Twirling the shadows of those who've sinned, where lost souls wander and bitter winds grin. Remnants of love like smoke from the church fire, ashes floating over a spire mired in mire. She was a vision too vivid for these barren lands, but she slipped like sand through old weathered hands. Train whistles mourn like a lover's goodbye, echoing cross plains where forgotten graves lie. Dancing with whiskey with memories too thick, each sip a story, every gulp a trick. Spin with the ghosts of what used to be, in the silence of the desert, the only place I'm free. There at the bar, saw her face in the glass, haunting the mirrors, a specter of the past. Confrontation with the soul I used to be, for revenge turned love into this dusty decree. Dancing with whiskey, now my only bride, swaying alone where hope and heartache collide. Accepting this fate with a revolver's kiss, in the dead of night it's the final twist. Dance with the darkness, let the whiskey pour on this cursed land. I'm a ghost forevermore. In the shadow of a ghost town, under a blood-red moon, whiskey bottles lay forgotten beside the dusty saloon. A lone whistle cuts the silence, a train mourns souls lost. Midnight strikes its claim here, where love and faith have cause. Midnight in the revenge, where broken vows lie deep. Echoes of a cursed land, where haunted whispers creep. Through the winds that carry dust storms, over graves no crosses keep. Midnight in the revenge, it's here my secret see. Once loved a girl like fire, in a church we planned to wed, but betrayal came a-calling, left my heart for dead. That church now lies in ashes, her memory but a ghost. In the silent crying desert, her betrayal hurts the most. A midnight in the revenge, where sorrow sows its seeds. Echoes of our laughter, and now shattered deeds. Through the storms that blot out starlight, under moons of misdeeds. Midnight in the revenge, it's here my dark heart bleeds. By the flicker of a candle, I see her face in every midnight in the revenge, where past and present clash. Echoes of a gunfire under skies of ash. Through the silence of the desert, where my sorrows thrashed. Midnight in the revenge, my spirit's old and hashed. So here's to the forsaken in the hour of the night, where the lost are forever searching in the fading light. Midnight holds my story in the land of endless drifts, a tale of a haunted outlaw and the life he couldn't shift. Sign. The wind whispers secrets in tongues of the old pine. Dust dances with ghosts of a love left behind, where whiskey bottles lay with unlabeled graves unrefined. Buried deep in lost love, where hearts did not dig, lies a tale of a man and a love so big, a betrayal so foul under moonlight so dim. In the haunted silence, his fate grows grim. He met her at dusk beneath the chapel's flame. The preacher's words burning, his heart did the same. But the devil wore lace eyes, promising sin. By the break of dawn, the gallows whispered her name. Buried deep in lost love, where shadows conspire, echoes of train whistles, fuel in the fire. Her laughter of memory fading in the night. In the glow of the burning church, he's losing the fight. On the cursed land he roams, alone with his spite, a specter of vengeance in the fading light. He faced the ghost of her lies, his resolve turned to stone. In the silence of the desert, the truth chilled to the bone. Buried deep in lost love, a heart torn apart, he rides through the night with a bullet dark heart. No redemption in revenge, just the cold desert breeze. In a land of forgotten graves, he'll never find peace. Where the wind cries through ghost town spires, I walk the dusty trail of old desires,
Whiskey bottle swinging in my weathered hand, past the burned out church in forsaken land. Buried in the ashes under starless skies, love's a fleeting shadow that the daylight denies. Voices of the damned echo through the night. In this haunted desert, nothing's left but the fire. Saw her silhouette neath the hangman's frame, a memory scorched by betrayal's flame. Once we plotted beneath the silver moon, now she's just a whisper in the dusty saloon. Buried in the ashes where our dreams once lay, ghost trains whistle past, carrying my resolve away. Her laughter's just a specter in the midnight air, in the heart of the desert. Found my despair beside forgotten graves. I drew my rusted gun, faced the dusty mirror. I ain't the only one. Revenge or redemption, the lines blur the same in the cursed lands. We play a deadly buried in the ashes. I accept this curse of fate. The desert knows my secrets, all my love and hate. On this silent battleground, I lay my past to rest. In the ashes of the outlaw, find my peace at last.
There's a trail that cuts through the heart of the dust, where the wind whispers secrets in a ghostly hush. Broken bottles tell tales of the dreams that died on the shadow of a church with its cross burned wide. Riding through the lonely road, whiskey on my breath, every mile a memory of love, betrayal and death. The desert's heart is beating beneath the cursed moon's glow. On this road I ride alone, where the lost go. Once loved a girl with fire in her autumn eyes, promised her forever under sapphire skies. It found her heart was stolen by a drifter's song, left me with the echoes where my trust went wrong. Riding through the lonely road, whiskey numbing the pain, each town a ghostly whisper, each loss a link in my chain. The stars are silent witnesses to the rage I've stowed on this path of vengeance, on this endless road. In a dusty canyon, I face the man in black, echoes of the past like a train upon the track. His draw was quick, but my revenge was quicker. The gunshot rang, but the pain just got thicker. Now I'm riding through the lonely road with blood on my hands, a heart too weary weary to forgive in these forsaken lands. This road will be my dame, my tomb beneath the sky so broad. Just a nameless rider on the lonely road. With every ghost town passed, I shed a piece of my old life. In the silence of the desert, I find my strife. Yet this road I ride, it knows my every woe. A companion in shadows on this lonely road. Under the hollow sky at midnight's call, a dusty road where shadows dance and fall. Whiskey bottle lying by my side, in a ghost town where even the brave ones hide. Echoes of train whistles cut the air, reminding me of the cross I bear. 'Neath that cursed moon I see her face, haunted dreams in this godforsaken place. Midnight in the hollow sky, scream so dry, every star's a secret, every breeze a sigh. Once loved a beauty fair and wild, her betrayal burned, left me reviled. Found her whispers in another's embrace, in the church that fire did disgrace. Silent desert bare my solemn oath, her memory's a noose and I'm a loaf. 'Neath that cursed moon I see her face, haunted dreams in this godforsaken place. Midnight in the hollow sky, love's lie, every tear's a shadow, every goodbye a cry. In the cold light I face my foe, dust storms rage to the end we go. Guns drawn under the eye of fate, two shots in the silence, only one escape. That cursed moon I claim my deed, from love and vengeance my soul's freed. Midnight in the hollow sky, truth found later ghost down in that hallowed ground.